Oh, greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Jeannie, but you could call me JD. Welcome to what I believe is the 219th episode of Twisted Strands, and thank you for tuning in to my little YouTube channel. And I have finally figured out what I'm going to do for the drawing for the age-old, long-awaited drawing for the beach and sea and ocean along. I received a kit from Simply Knitting that came along with the magazine, so I'm going to give that to you. You will also get some stuffing. You will also get the needles to make it. You will be able to put your package in your knitting bag and go and make a cute little sea creature, or give it to someone who likes to make toys. So the drawing will be today, but not during the show because I can't do it from when I'm recording from the iPad. It's just I don't have enough arms and computers to do it. And Cleo's here. Let me get her for you. Come here. Come here. Here's my Cleo baby. I know it's been a long time since she's been on the show. She's looking at the table because she just does not like to be held. Yeah. And that's the cameo. It's going to be a short show. I'm using one of those LED lights, so let me know if it is good enough and color true, because I'm just seeing myself talking here. So anyway, let's start off with finished objects. I finished one of the, what the heck is it? Wavy stripes dishcloth. I finished one. That's pretty good. A little washed out on the color. But yeah. It's for some reason I find it difficult to do anything more complicated than a really simple pattern while watching TV, and I like to craft while I watch TV. So I'm going to have to find some kind of balance here. So I'm really pleased with how it looks. I did an extra mile by doing a half double crochet around the edge. And I'm intending on this going on sale at the table that I've got at a local craft fair. So hopefully that'll be cool. Another thing I hope to sell there is this really pretty shawl that I made out of scraps and leftover yarn. Can you see it? The fringe is twisted. I used a fringe twister, and I found a really good tutorial for twisting the fringe using a fringe twister, and it's by this guy whose channel's name is Curmudgeon. And just look up fringe twisting tutorials and you'll see it there. I tell you, cameras on computers are so funny. My skin tone keeps changing. Anyway, I am making a companion to that other dishcloth. This is my most recent crochet. I started with the lighter color, and it's going to be basically the same thing, except this time I'm insisting on carrying the cotton that isn't being used up. So a lot less ends to weave in. I don't know why I didn't do it the first time I did this pattern, but we'll see. And I'm really happy to tell you that I am almost done with this hoot cardigan that I started for my baby cousin. I didn't get asked to make anything or invited to a shower or anything, but It's family, and I love baby knitting. And I realize you can't see it. I made the sleeves a little bit shorter because I'm kind of playing yarn chicken. But there we go. That little green marker is where I was. And suddenly my skin tone is extremely yellow and odd. But anyway, I got 3 owls in. I'm doing about 3/4 of the way sleeves. And I have 2 sets of owl buttons, and I just started the second sleeve last night during knitting. So that's what I'm working on. Knitting and crochet, and the prayer shawl is woven. The dishcloth is a free pattern on the Lillian Sugar and Cream site. Hoot is a paid Ravelry pattern, and it's got some faults to it. It really does. It does because it doesn't give you the sleeve pattern. It doesn't tell you to do anything with the sleeves. It's just, it makes you guess the sleeve length, and that is really super annoying. I don't know why. Just tell us. 5 inches, 6 inches, Yes, it's still recording. Sorry. So anyway, I haven't been spinning, even though I really wanted to last night. But I also wanted to work on that cute cardigan. It's really a fun, fast thing. Especially when you're not very quick at knitting, which I'm not. But anyway. I do plan... oh. Hold on for just a second. I'm gonna go get something. I bought some fiber. Okay, I did that as quickly and gracefully as I could. Now, I belong to many fiber and knitting and crochet related websites on Facebook as well. And this is something I had to purchase. It's created by LCB. And that's her. Hopefully you can figure it out. Anyway, it's created by LCB.com. Etsy shop is created by LCB.Etsy.com. And so on and so forth. And this is Romance Remembered. 4 ounces of merino 21 micron wool. And when I saw this on Facebook, I just had to have it. Look at those beautiful browns and reds. So it's a nice 4 ounce braid, which is how I like my fiber to be put up. So it's super soft, and the colors are so pretty. Smells good. What, you don't smell your fiber when you get it? I do. Don't know what's wrong with that. And so, yes, that was my purchase. In Stuff and Junk, we'll talk about the falling down at the whole local needlework store. Anyway, but that's not even the next thing on my spinning list. I have some lovely wool that I wanted to spin up first. It's a gradient, so don't mind me. Apparently my face and eyes are itchy. Anyway, so those are the things I'm working on and have finished. There will be a lot of dishcloths and kitchen towels in my future. Also cat toys and woven scarves. And some hats. But yeah, there you go. Let's get on to Stuff and Junk, shall we? Now, like I mentioned, I went to the local needlework store, which isn't terribly local. Crud. Stay with me, kids. It's not terribly local, but it's There goes the light. Sorry. Oy vey. No offense intended. So anyway, I bought an older Halloween issue of just cross stitch. Their Halloween special issues always have things that I really like and want to make immediately. I also picked up some patterns, a Mill Hill kit, and so on and so forth. I hope I'm not boring you. But anyway, that's Christmas Tree Farm. Yes, Christmas related cross stitch. And no surprise here, Prairie Schooler Halloween. Then, I picked up the biggest Q-snap I saw, because some of my things are going to be a little bigger. Showed that. Ooh, and I bought this really cute Halloween one. It's called Halloween Sprout. And it came with just the charms. But I thought, oh heck, what if I do find the time to do more Halloween cross stitch? Let's get this kitted up. So I have everything except the nice lady didn't have one of them. I think she didn't have one of the colors. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, this really cute thing is something I had her give me the fabric for. This is Jacobin? Jobelan. Yeah, I'm such a noob. But anyway, yes, I like that a lot. And what else did I do? Oh, I bought okay, sorry about that. The problem with my recording on my iPad, excuse me, allergy season is killing me, to be honest with you. So anyway, onward, I also picked up another Mill Hill kit. This is apparently a magnet. No, it is a magnet. But it's also a black cat. And I love black cats. So I picked that up too. So I may have a problem with stashing. Also, this is the item that I legitimately meant to purchase for... It's what I meant to get stuff for, because it is The Raven by La Di Da, and it's The Raven, and it's one of my favorite poems by Edgar Allan Poe, and it says, "Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary," and it's got a raven and some stitch work, and it's really attractive to me. I bought it off of 123 Stitch. So the lady picked me some things, the remaining floss that I needed, and it turns out she had the exact cloth used for the item, so now I can make it almost exactly like it. And she actually was very sweet, and she was showing me all about how to center your piece, how to calculate what to do, and when she sells you fabric, she gives you extra space, and she serged it for me without asking, which is, I'm sure some people are like, what? Why did you do that? And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Because I'm such a new person at this. And she gave me little counting pins for free. I picked out a black bird, and when we needed another one, I picked out a little black rabbit. So now I have official counting pins. So that's something I'll probably start soon. But it's on 35 count linen, And that alone is quite intimidating for me, actually. So, that's all the stuff I got at, excuse me, at the local needlework store, I think. And I've been doing work on my cross stitch. This is the piece that I've been mostly working on. This is the Calavera. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly here. Calavera, yes. Excuse me. So I've got most of the non-beaded work done now. I just have to do the black in it. And of course, I had to rip out the turquoise that you see on the bottom. I'm just working back up to where I was. And I still love working with the perforated paper. I think it's pretty nice and easy to use. The only problem I see is catching the stitches on the edge. So enough about my talking about the whole cross-stitching habit I seem to be developing. Which isn't a bad thing, right? I mean, could be heroin, you know? This episode brought to you by seltzer water. Not in the mood for beer. Don't need the heartburn. And oh boy, that's all my stitching and needlework stuff that I've been playing with. Clearly I've gotten the cross-stitch bug really bad now. Especially since all the people are putting out displays of the Halloween stitching goodness, and I love it. But yeah, I want to concentrate on making more things for the craft table. That happens in early November, and boy. Oh, and I sent my baby hats to Emily's Hats for Hope, so that's all set. And once I'm done getting ready for the fair, I will resume making prayer shawls and other things. Let me see. I might have my prayer shawl in here. I think I do. Feels big enough. Thank you, Art Stitch Institute, for sorry for calling you your rivalry name, but yes, this is coming in very handy, as always. I did make some progress on this also. As you can see, I've made progress. This is an actual prayer shawl I will donate to my local church. So, yeah, that is with the Karen Cakes, and it is a Lion Brand pattern. So there's that. Tons of stuff to do, and not much time to do it in. I'm still looking for work, and that sucks, but what are you gonna do? You just apply, you talk to people, get help when you need it, and that's really what I'm doing. I was sick a little bit this week, so that's why it's a Friday podcast again. But I'm alright now, and other than that, life has been decent. Good. I'll just say good. Dad is well. Kitty is clearly well. She begs to play with a stick and string all the time, which cracks me up. And what I've been reading is not much. I haven't been reading anything. I still have that horrible mystery book that I just can't get into. I'll probably just skip to the back where they explain everything, because I just find it intolerable. I mean, the people are really boring in the book, and they're just a bunch of busybodies. So I'll probably just skip to it so I can call it one and done. And I think it's Susan B. Anderson, not the knitter, but someone who writes cozy mysteries. And I've been watching my Craftsy class for cross-stitching to pick up some hints and tips, and it's been interesting. And what else? Oh, I've been binge watching the MTV series Scream, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's a good show. Yeah, that's it for now. Let me stop myself from rambling before I run out of storage again. Anyway, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe, and I will be talking in another week or so, and please feel free to join the Ravelry group for Twisted Strands. It's in Ravelry, clearly. That's it, and don't forget, I love you all. Enjoy your week, and whenever you're doing something crafty, you are making the world a better place, and for that, I thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.